All right, peace and welcome to the Midnight Shadow. This is going to be a shorter Midnight Shadow than you may be used to. The fights start at 9 a.m. What's wrong with you savages? Get some sleep, why don't you, you savages? All right, 9 a.m. the fights start. It's Friday. You've got things to do. I've got things to do. Let's do this first because this is the thing that we do. We got two subjects for you. One that we always come out and hit you with, the pass list. The pass list is a list of fights that we decided we didn't want to touch for whatever reason. We'll go through that. And then I have a theory. We'll go through the theory. We'll see if I'm right. If I'm right, you can call me on it. If I'm wrong, you can call me on it. Check it out for yourself. It's something we've been tracking for months. If I'm right, it's going to be a huge betting opportunity for you guys in the weeks to come. All right, let's get down to business. Tahir Abdullayev and Jefferson Nascimento. We passed on this fight. This is both guys start in the UFC. Now, usually some of these guys come with this package of hype and you know who they are. They got a highlight reel. You can see their fights on YouTube, if not on Fight Pass. And these two guys are not those guys. Although Jefferson Nascimento has shown some skill, he does have some highlights. Tahir Abdullayev has highlights as well. He's a brute, but these are very regional scene kind of, guys. And Jefferson Nascimento is a Brazilian, so his regional scene is going to be different than almost anybody else's regional scene in the world. If you don't think so, take your ass to the favela and find out. We'll see you later. Listen, this fight, the odds flipped. Tahir Abdullayev was a slight favorite. Granted, he was only a slight favorite now. As we come down to closing time, Jefferson Nascimento is the favorite. That's the way I thought it should have been the whole entire time. Hard to get a read on these two guys. We just want to see more from them. The next one on the list is Khan Ofli, Javier Reyes. Khan Ofli is an experienced fighter who we've been on. We've won and we've lost with Khan Ofli. We like Khan Ofli a lot. Khan can wrestle. He's decent with his hands. He's not going to get overwhelmed. At least that's what we thought. Javier Reyes looks like he could be danger for everybody involved. Javier Reyes might be a player in this. We just need to see more from both of these guys. Hopefully, he's got to show up better. He's got to show up better than he did. We just need to see more from him. Like I said, Javier Reyes looks like he could be a player in this. We're going to find out. I'm very interested to watch that fight. I'm glad I didn't touch it because I do like Khan, and I wouldn't be surprised either way. In these fights where I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised either way, those are the ones you want to stay off of. Abis Magomedov and Michael Olasechek. We got out of this one's way. Listen, Abis Magomedov looks the part. He looks like the stronger on paper and on tape. He looks like he has more paths to win. He looks like the stronger side. Michael Olasechek is dangerous. Michael Olasechek breaks guys with pressure boxing. He stays in your space. All right? He stays pressured up on you. He eats your best shots. You think you're having the night of your life. You're scoring on him. You're getting off shot after shot. You're like, man, I'm going to knock this guy out. And then that's when you begin to notice that, his punches got some pop on him. He's got some sting coming back, but you're nailing him. Except your punches ain't doing nothing. That's when Michael Olasechek breaks you up here, and it goes on, and you start to wither. And Michael Olasechek starts to take over. Michael Olasechek is dangerous. That pressure boxing style that he has is a tough matchup for everybody. Except, okay, you reading me? All right. Magomedov has what it takes in this one to get it done. It's all about toughness in this one. The styles match up correctly. Can Olasechek break Magomedov? We're going to find out. Ikram Aliskerov is on a tear. Ikram Aliskerov is a finisher. He's devastating. He's going against Bruno Ferreira, who we know is as tough as they come. He's a rock. We love Bruno Ferreira. We've been on him many times. He's not the favorite in this fight. We know why. Okay. Ikram Aliskerov has his hands full. We are on him. We feel like he's going to win this fight, but he has his hands full. And like I just said, we wouldn't be surprised a second, not a minute, not an ounce if Bruno Ferreira was the one to take this fight. That is it for the pass list. I wish there was one or two more on the pass list. I do not like to see, there's 13 fights. I do not like to see that we are on 9 of them, but that means we really like a lot of stuff. That could be a good thing, or it could not. It could be dangerous. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about here, and I'll move through quickly, it's the regional favorites. And not necessarily all of them are favorites. Listen, we've been tracking this for a while. Canada, China was really bad. The last time they were in Baku. Australia, all right? Mexico was a different animal. France was a different animal. These cards, France, Mexico, most of those fighters, the home fighters, did really well. They had good records. They usually do. We know Mexico puts out great fighters, tough fighters. We know Brazil puts out great fighters, tough fighters. You know, we know the U.S. puts out great fighters, tough fighters. When we go to China and the card is loaded up with these fighters we don't necessarily know. They've been on the roster. We see them when we go over there. This isn't the first time we see them. They come over here once. We see them 2 or 3 times. We don't know these guys the same way we know, you know, Dustin Poirier or somebody like that. We don't know these guys the same way we know Jacoby Smith, our back home guys that, you know, you might have went to school with or your cousin might have wrestled with in high school or in college. We don't know them the same. That's fine, and that's acceptable. We expect that. What we don't expect is for these guys to be plus 130, minus 180, and minus 110 against the guys that they're going against. Farman Hasanov, granted, Eric Nolan didn't show that great against Basinegro Susikov. I thought he showed a lot better than people are giving him credit for. He bloodied Basinegro Susikov's nose. Everybody thought that fight was going to be over in the first round. It was not. Farman Hasanov thinks he's going to go in here and walk all over Eric Nolan. If that's what the people think, they're going to be dead wrong. Maybe. You know, I could look like a fool. Farman Hasanov come knock Eric Nolan out and I'll lose my money. You know, whatever. I don't believe that's going to be what happens. But in this theory and what I'm speaking on here, Farman Hasanov is he's the least likely candidate on this card for what I am thinking. Tahir Abdullayev opened at minus 110. He line flipped. He's now an underdog. That's more about what I expect. His matchup is forgivable because he's also facing a guy who's making his UFC debut. Bekzat Almakhan is the one. He's plus 130 to win. Now, I believe his line is priced rightly. So that's what makes this one the problem. His line's priced rightly. Gene Masimoto, minus 155, minus 172. You know, it's what we got him at. I can see Masimoto taking this thing to minus 200 by the time it closes. That would be no surprise to me. Bekzat Almakhan is not that good. I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm saying he's not that good to be minus 130 against a guy like Gene Matsumoto. That's what I'm saying. And there's guys like this on every card who we sort of think we know what they are coming in, but we don't know them. And the books price these guys even money, close to, or some of them even the favorite. And they go in there and get their butts kicked, and like, you know, people are putting them in their parlays. The hometown people are banking money on them, you know. But we start to see these lines sort of shift away from them slightly towards the end of the process, and that's what we're seeing here. So I just want you guys, check this out, track me on it, track these things yourself in the days to come. Anytime we get an event that is miles off from home base, the Meta Apex, Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world, anytime we get an event that's far off from there, pay attention to some of these guys you don't know on the card. Research them and see if the line matches up with what your eyes are telling you. Listen, I'm Shad0w. This has been the Midnight Shad0w. Sorry to get you guys out of here. I know you guys are savages, MMA fiends. Sorry to get you out of here so early, but the fight starts soon. We know you got things to get to. I love you guys. All the real savages know what to do. We'll see you later for a recap after we get a bunch of money on this card. Or we'll see you if we don't and we got to come back here and tell you we lost. Either way, we're going to be right here. Accountability in your MMA. That's what you find here. Yo, this is North Coast. Thank you for your time.